So, in a couple of hours, I will be getting on a plane to go to New York with Andrew. I just got to his house. It's very nerve-wracking. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of scared, kind of excited, but I'm all packed, all ready to go. Our flight leaves at 8 a.m. So I'm guessing we'll get to the airport at like 5? I don't know, but I'll keep you updated. Bye! Hello. So right now it's almost 6 in the morning. As you can see, we are all packed. We're all packed and ready to go. And we'll be heading to the airport soon. This is us heading to the airport. We got to New York around 4:30 and we had to take the air train and then the subway to our hotel in Brooklyn, and that was about an hour. So we realistically didn't get settled in until 6. This is our hotel room. After getting settled in, we headed to dinner in Brooklyn. We found a ramen spot we tried out and also grabbed a slice of pizza to end the day. The next day we woke up pretty early because we had a jam-packed day. First we stopped for bagels at Tompkins Square Bagel. Andrew got a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, whereas I got a lox bagel, and we got those both on their everything bagels. The bagels were pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And then we headed onto the subway to explore a little bit of the area that MoMA is in, since we still had time before our allotted time period that we bought our tickets for. We went to a candy store at Rockefeller Center. We stopped by the cathedral as well. And we also went into Uniqlo to get some stuff for our family and friends before we headed over to MoMA. And we spent about 2 hours there looking at the different exhibits. After that, we got some coffee and walked all the way over to Grand Central Terminal just to check that out. We headed over to the New York Public Library, and then we also went into Muji and checked out another bookstore. We grabbed dinner at Joe's Pizza and walked over to Bryant Park to check out their Winter Village event that they hold. Then we walked to Times Square and spent some time going into different stores and stopped by the M&M store before we ended our night at a bar in Brooklyn. The next day we slept in for a little bit before we headed back into the city to check out Prince Street Pizza. We grabbed that for breakfast/lunch. Then we headed over to Lafayette for their circular filled croissants. We waited in line for about 45 minutes to an hour. We ended up getting a pistachio flavored croissant as well as a maple pecan donut. After finishing those off, we headed over to the Strand bookstore and checked out Washington Square Park. We hung out there for a little bit, saw this man feeding a lot of pigeons, and then we headed over to Chinatown where we waited in line for Wafeng. They blew up on TikTok in the past year and have become really popular, so the wait was about 40 to 50 minutes.
Why are you gonna record me? It's so good.
After Wafang, we explored Little Italy and Chinatown, stopped by some of the souvenir shops to grab some stuff. Then we got Xi'an famous foods for dinner. We got the spicy lamb noodles and what they call a lamb burger. We finished off our meal with ice cream from the Chinatown Ice Cream Factory and went to Peachy's to have a drink and grab some skewers to finish our day. The next day we headed to Dumbo because we were going to see the Manhattan and Brooklyn Bridge. There were a lot of people there taking pictures. That's the Manhattan Bridge and that's the Brooklyn Bridge. Before we walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, we grabbed some coffee from Percent Arabica, and they have their own roasting machine in the back, which is super cool. We also grabbed ice cream for breakfast next door. After finishing those, we walked across Brooklyn Bridge. It took us about 30 minutes, I would say. We got onto the subway to head to Katz Deli, where they're famous for their pastrami sandwich. The line originally was pretty long, and I thought it was going to be a pretty long wait outside, but they let a lot of people in, and you just line up behind a cutter, and that's how you order. We got a pastrami sandwich, matzo ball soup, and some pickles. We headed over to the High Line. We also checked out the little islands, and then headed to Chelsea Market. They still have the decorations up from Christmas, so it looked really festive. It had a lot of lights around. We grabbed some Portuguese egg tarts and then went to Hello Guys for dinner. And to finish our night off, we walked around Central Park for a little bit before heading back. And this was our final day in New York, so we started it off going to Levain Bakery to try their famous chocolate chip walnut cookie. We also got a slice of their lemon pound cake. After finishing that, we walked over to the Met, and we spent, I would say, about 3 hours there just looking around. And they have so many different exhibits that are so interesting, and it was really cool to see all of the different artifacts, painting, pictures, and sculptures. After the Met, we walked around Central Park before our reservations at an omakase restaurant. We got omakase to commemorate the ending of our trip, and we headed to the airport around 4 or 5 a.m. the next day, and that was our trip.